To die for sex or to die from it, a lot of people, if not most people, close to all, to some extent, I would say 75 all the way up to 95 to 97% of people, boys and girls, women, men, dedicate unconsciously, subconsciously, their whole lives, repeat, their whole lives, chasing sex. Sex is the greatest physical feeling, but we'll say physicality, one of the best, if not the best, feeling, touching. But it is not the best feeling in the world. The best feeling in the world is something referred to as bliss. So the energy that's inside of you, that you actually are, that can't be seen, that's transparent. You could think like energy, God, or you could think a ghost even, but you don't see this, not in this. So you can, but you can see a ghost. But anyways, that feeling, when you tap into that, you are touching that in a non-physical way. The body's limited to a feeling in their pitches, a high pitch and a low pitch. Your body can only take so much. So if it gets reverberates too slow, then you're not going to be in the body. It's probably going to be dead and you're going to die. Or it's going to go too fast, which is too much excitement, too much adrenaline, maybe an outside influence, a roller coaster, so to speak, but more so a drug. That's how people would die. I would say that it's the first one, people being so slow. So, yeah. So, the best feeling is actually a feeling that you can't actually touch with your hand or your body. It can't be. The body's limited in the five senses and just limited. That's the whole point of the body that you're experiencing and witnessing. So, the actual bliss, which feels much greater than that, and it's not, your soul feels it, but you have to tap into that. It's not, it's an aura that you probably heard of. It's like a force field around you, basically. And it feels so good that once you tap into it, learn how to tap into it, or just naturally coincide and find it, or tap into it, you're going to feel so great that you're not even going to think about sex. You're not even going to want sex. Because the only reason you want sex is when you think about it. Okay? And that's that. No, why do people, I was going to say this in the beginning, people die for sex. Most men, 97% for sure, want sex. Like, that's like what they want all the time. Ridiculous amount of time, for the most part. Girls are the same, they're just more confidential about it and hide it. Which, I don't know which one's worse. But, nonetheless, they're pretty much the same on the matter of speaking it, facts. And the thing is, guys, the way that we build our relationships, guys will get on their hands and knees, risk their whole life to die for the woman, for the pussy. They'll throw all their dreams down. Their whole legacy, they'll throw away. Anything they're doing, they'll stop and quit. To me, that's a sign of weakness. That's a sign of there's no valor in that. There's no destiny in that. They're giving up. They're settling. They're becoming stagnant. They're not going nowhere. They're forcing it, resisting life. It's not to say that it's bad, but do you want a guy that gives up everything that he has, all his equities, all his love, all his heart, his will, just to sacrifice? He's not sacrificing it for you. He don't even like you. He wants your pussy. He don't really like your personality. That's why you fight all the time further down the relationship. You will see. You will see. Happens all the time. My point's already proven. That's not to say sex is wrong. There's nothing wrong about it. It's very hard to contain sex. I'll tell you that right now. For anybody. For most people. To not let it overwhelm you and not fall victim to it. If you're a balanced person, it can be so. Most people are not so balanced in that perspective. And sex is not something, it can be sacred, but it's at the same time, it's not something to be viewed so crazy. In certain societies, they view sex as something, they do up it, but at the same time, like people are hush hush about it and be quiet about it. And the preachers have you not wanting to talk about it, you're sinning. As soon as you resist sex, then it's going to become your doom. It's going to kill you. But when you persist it and go after it all the time, it's never going to end. It will never end. There is something beyond that, a better feeling that feels amazing. Amazing. Feels better than sex. I wouldn't even say it's a feel. It's an overwhelming feeling that it's not a physical feeling. It's a sensation, an ecstasy, almost, you could say, intention that just brightens up the body and lights it up. So next time you're having sex, what are you doing it for? And how does it really feel? Have you ever not had sex for a while and seen how that was for a little bit of while? Compare the two. Guys, sometimes girls, but I see guys, maybe just from my angle, again, they'll risk their whole life, through all their ambitions, all their will, all their love, all their respect, everything into this one relationship. Just not necessarily for the girl. He don't know the girl. He don't know her. She's bound to change any moment. They usually do. He did it just for sex. He don't necessarily really like you. That's going to taper off. Everything's bound to change. So you can find the stuff that's not going to change, the thing that's not going to change, which is in you, that feeling, and then you can decide from there, from that valor, what you want to do. Have a nice day. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. On a high note, stay blessed. Leave a comment below. Peace.